Hi guys, this is Mrs. Gastler, and in this video we're going to talk about impulse. Now, impulse is probably a new concept for you, so let's get started. First off, at the end of this lesson, you ought to be able to define impulse and relate it to momentum and explain how understanding impulse can be helpful. Now, impulse is something that we're going to be able to calculate a little bit later on, and the letter that we're going to use to represent impulse is an I. It's a capital I. And the definition of impulse is this. It is the application of a force over time that causes a change in impulse. We're going to define it a couple of different ways. Well, we're not going to define it. That's the definition right there. We're going to write it down a couple of different ways. But the first way we're going to write it is this. That's the formula. We're going to actually calculate it in the next lesson. But we're going to use this formula to kind of see it a little bit differently mathematically here as we talk about what happens when we change things. So impulse is the application of a force, so there's our force, over time. So we're multiplying it there. That little dot in between says we're multiplying. So the force over time. Remember that little triangle is delta, and that's the change in time.